Hi fairies, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Fifi. It's so nice to have you here. I hope you stay a while. Today we are going to be listening to Wishbone by Conan Gray. This is his fourth studio album, which is honestly insane. I've been here since his debut EP. This came out a little while ago. I can't lie, I am quite late. I am really excited to finally be listening to it because I'm a huge Conan stan. So yeah, let's just get right into it. The first track, Actor. Nobody saw us in the hotel lobby, and nobody saw us leaving bruises on the nose in a summer spring. Nobody wondered where you went all April, but my friends discovered when you left me in July. No, I didn't cry. Can't but the church bell won't stop ringing. And you spent the summer drinking while I spent it being raised. But it doesn't work out. Nothing happened, I agree. That you're a much better actor than me. Ooh, those songs. I agree that you're a much better actor than me. I would know all of that magic episode when you meet a girl. Cause you're a much better actor. That was really, really good. A really interesting opener. Verse 1, nobody saw us in the hotel lobby, and nobody saw us with your sweatshirt on me, and nobody saw us leaving bruises on our necks in a summer spent in a coat check. Nobody wondered where you went all April, like kicking feet under the whole damn malt table. But my friends discovered when you left me in July. No, I didn't cry, kept the lie alive. But the church bells won't stop ringing for an undead wedding day, and you spent the summer drinking while I spent it being erased. And I tried to hide the feeling, but it just won't go away. Let's pretend nothing happened. I agree, but you're a much better actor than me. So one thing about Conan is that he's an incredible, incredible songwriter. I think he's a bit of an underdog because he's quite popular, but people don't take it as seriously as they should, honestly. I think he's one of the best songwriters of our generation, and he's one of the few men that I actively willingly listen to. He has an amazing voice and he's a pretty good performer as well, so I don't really know what is stopping him from being literally incredible, because he is. Anyway, though, this song literally just suggests a situationship of sorts where they spent the entire summer just playing around, messing around, falling in love essentially, at least on Conan's part, and then this person just right after calls everything quits and just acts like nothing happened and wants Conan to act like nothing ever happened, even though they both know that something was built during the summer. Maybe they both agreed initially to keep it a secret, but now, it just feels too heavy for Conan to be carrying alone. And obviously, this person is much better than Conan at hiding how he feels. And Conan is like, wow, you are like a much better actor than me, because this is really weighing on me. This is something I feel like I need to talk about, because it's really hurtful, because now you have left me and now I am hurt and I don't have anybody to talk to because I'm still supposed to keep this a secret. So it's just a very tumultuous situation. And I also really like the bridge. If you cared well, I wouldn't know. Blame it on a bad manic episode. When you meet a girl or some TV show, there's a side of you that she'll never know. Tell all your friends that she's the one and you can say it's love. So it's kind of giving Heather, where the person maybe has now met a new girl who isn't Conan, and he's like, oh yeah, tell them it's love. Yeah, sure, that feels like it. Maybe this person is keeping their sexuality on a low and just trying to portray themselves as straight to the public, but Conan is like, we both know the truth. So yeah, it's a very sad situation, obviously, for everyone involved. And I always feel bad for Conan. I feel like he's always caught up in these very messy situations. And yeah, honestly, they make for good songs though. So what can I say? The next two songs are the first two singles that were released before the album came out, and I did react to them. So you can go and check them out if you'd like. I will link them in the description box down below. We'll go straight into Romeo. You're my Romeo. Na, 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 na. Oh. Ooh. I was out waiting for you, but now you got away from me. Whoa. I was up praying for you, that's why my friends pray for me. Even in my worst pain, I was never dragging you around, so you'll carry my shame for free. Did I drink your poison from your lips? I took that poison into my ribs. So I hope you know I'm never gonna want you back. Spending my summer in London, letting her down, so I did I'll never what. You're no Romeo. By my side, looking back, I wish I was to my friends who said I could get a much better guy. You're drunk and I thought early. Guess I was better. Fuck. Believe in dead lost, no, but now it only makes me laugh. Spending my summer in love. I'm alone now. Where are you now? I'm back in your hometown. Gotta figure out your shoe and someone else, man. I can't fix you. Ooh. Never gonna want you back. Spending my summer in London, playing our guns, so I did I'll never what. You're no Romeo. You're no Romeo. All right. That was very interesting. That was very grunge. For some reason, that really reminded me of his debut EP, Sunset Season, which is one of my favorite Conan projects. It also kind of reminded me of Kikro, but a lot less so. It just was this very indie boy band esque, uh, grunge pop rock type of vibe that obviously is very angsty and annoyed and angry, and I really like that. It was really cool. Verse 1, I was out waiting for you, but now you've got to wait for me. I was out praying for you, that's why my friends pray for me. Even on my worst day, I was never treating you the selfish way that you treated me. Even in my worst pain, I was never dragging you around so you carry my shame for free. Pre-chorus, you don't want to know all I did. I drank your poison from your lips. I took that blade into my ribs. You took away my will to live. So I hope you know I'm never going to want you back. You put me in a grave of stone, but now it only makes me laugh. Spending my summer in love, then I went and got dumped. So I did it all. Damn, for what? You're no Romeo. You're no Romeo. So there's obviously very heavy Shakespearean, intonation, I guess you can say, in this song. Conan is basically suggesting that this person, who I'm assuming is the same person we are talking about this entire album, because even in the first two singles, this song and Vodka Cranberry, he talks about this summer fling that obviously felt like a lot more, but this person obviously did not feel the same. But yeah, Conan is just like, oh, I thought we had something. I, drank the poison from your lips. I ate up all your lies and I ate up all the things that you told me. You told me that we could even be more. And now you're just out there living your life. And it's obviously that hurts, but at this point, I don't even want you back. And I hope you know that I will never want you back because you're not the person that you said you were. You're not the person that I thought or wanted you to be. And you're definitely no damn Romeo, okay? Romeo literally gave his life for Juliet. And obviously that is not this person. So I really, really like that, and I like the imagery in that song. Conan is obviously a very good storyteller. I am a little bit weary if, we are just going to be talking about the same damn thing the entire album, like this same summer fling relationship. I'm curious as to, you know, the topic of some of the other songs, especially further down the album. The next one, My World. I've given up on being anything. Oh, now I do not need a referee. But it's true. I found approval as a remedy. Every fucking person I would have to please. It's my world, it's my life. It's my world, it's my life. I'll just celebrate my life. I'm wasting out my life. I don't have you anymore. I don't have you anymore. All my self-assessment on you sort of me. Couldn't tell you who I was before. I don't have you anymore. I don't have you anymore. A full year later, you're calling me back. You say you're sorry, but you need to trust. It's only okay, dude. I really don't mind. Oh, I guess I'm in my mind. Oh, I don't have you anymore. Oh, I don't have you anymore. Oh, I don't have you anymore. That's cute. That one is really cute. I can definitely see this in the soundtrack for a coming of age high school rom-com or just a drama. Definitely very cutesy, very all encompassing, very me, which is very, very high school. The lyrics say, I've given up on being anything. Romeo, I don't need a referee. So obviously calling back the last song, telling me we are just a summer fling. But it's true, I found approval as a remedy. Every fucking person I would have to please. Maybe I got that from you. But why? It's my world and it's my life. It's my girl and it's my guy. I'll kiss him if I might like. I don't have you in mind. It's my world and it's my life. I'll waste it how I might like. I don't have you in mind. I don't have you in mind. So obviously, Conan is saying that yes, this summer fling was something very, very deep and serious to him. It was something that he thought would be more. He thought that this person meant so much to him, and they probably did. But now that they have shown their true colors, he's like, wow, like, why did I even expect so much of you in the first place? Like, you literally just played me, you made me a fool, you made me not trust myself. I just kept hanging on your every word, and every word of yours ended up being a lie. And while that's sad, at the end of the day, like, this is my life, this is my world. I'm not going to sit here crying and crying about it. I am going to live my life. Now that I'm free and single, I'm going to kiss whoever I like. I'm going to waste my life however I feel like, do whatever it is that I want to do because I'm not tethered to anybody. So it's very, very, empowering in that sense, especially for a younger audience. So I really appreciate that. And I also appreciate the bridge where he says, a full year later, you're calling me back. You say you're sorry for treating me like trash. It's totally okay, dude. I don't really mind. You got your revenge by being stuck with your life. So you can keep drinking and living a life and talking all low when you're out with the guys. Doesn't matter to me. It won't affect my life because I don't care anymore. It's a tale as old as time. Somebody treats you literally horribly and things end up so badly, then like a year or months later they come crawling back like, I'm so sorry for how I treated you, I know I was this, I know I was that. And it's like, it's fine, I literally am not thinking about you, I'm not bothered by you, you did what you did. everything that happened. But now I'm living my life. I don't really care about you anymore. I don't care about what you say or what you do or what you think. So that's fine that you're sorry, but you can, keep that to yourself. You can keep living the life that you were living the lie that you were living. That's not going to bother me anymore, especially not as much as it used to. So yeah, I really like that. It's very cute, very empowering, very fun. It's very interesting that he seems to be going back to this indie pop rock grunge type sound. Definitely a very fun energy, very reminiscent of his earlier stuff, which honestly I'm a huge fan of. We are going to go into the next song, Class Clown. Growing up didn't go how I liked it. Twists and turns like the limbs of a pie. Do it all with the biggest smile. Half my friends barely know who I am. There's none at fault but the song singing man. Everything comes back around. I still feel like the class clown. Everything comes back around. I still feel like the class clown. Pick me laughed out or laughed with, I learned early on anyway to shit stick. While my father was barreling fists, I was laughing all the way through it. There's this beautiful moment, and I can sort of just vanish. Everything comes back around, I still feel like the class clown. But with the dark pouring down, everything comes back around, I still feel like the class clown. Been trying to talk to my sister about it. We joke a million jokes to the phone. Nothing funny about that home, but her and I, we already know. Everything comes back around, still feel like the cross That was literally insane. Wow. I really, really like those strings alongside the melody. Like there was something very medieval and haunting almost about it. It gave me chills. Like obviously it's a whole different tone. He's talking about something very much deep and personal to him, something that we have only heard about in a number of songs like Family Line and Summer Child, you know. Obviously his home life is what he's talking about, his family life and how that shaped him as a person. Verse 1, growing up didn't go how I'd like. It twists and turns like the limbs of a pine, trying to grow on earth that rides, and do it all with the biggest smile. Half my friends barely know who I am, and there's none at fault but this own singing man. Don't wanna hear that I'm trailer trash. It's a heavy topic for crystal glass. Verse 2, take your pick, be laughed at or laughed with. I learned early on either way, it's a shit stick. While my father was barreling fists, I was laughing all the way through it. And now the blondies are clutching their ribs for my latest joke, from my old bag of tricks. But there's this beautiful moment in it where I can sort of just vanish. Verse 3, been trying to talk to my sister about it. We joke a million jokes through the phone, nothing funny about that home, but her and I, we already know, like I have chills. It's so sad what he and his sister went through. Um, in the hands of his father. Everything comes back around. I still feel like the class clown. Everything comes back around. I still feel like the class clown. He's talking about how he had so much going on in his home life and he just did not want people to know. Maybe because he did not want people to pity him or he did not want people to look at him differently, whether that be good or bad. He just wanted to keep his public image and social image separate from his home life and family life. And in doing so, he basically made himself the class clown, making everybody laugh, um, being the happy-go-lucky guy that everybody loves to be around, even though he's hurting inside, even though he is nursing bruises from his father. And it's just very sad because I think a lot of people can relate to, you know, going through sad things and traumatizing things with humor. And it's sad that he had to go through that. And it's sad that he still feels like he has to be and do that because in the bridge he says, everything is over now. I still feel like the class clown. Like if I get older now, I'll let my younger self down. And if I stop laughing, all the blood will just start pouring out. Because everything comes back around. I still feel like the class clown. Oh my god, I feel so jittery. I don't know. This song is making me kind of anxious. I don't know. It's sad that he still feels the need to be that class clown because he feels like if after all this time he lets down the facade, things will just come pouring in, like an avalanche of sorts, and it will be a little too overwhelming. And so he feels the need to keep laughing, to keep being happy and jolly all the time. And maybe he hasn't really truly processed all the things that went wrong in his life, especially as a child. This song is very deep, very sad, very layered, very complex, and absolutely beautifully written. Like gorgeous writing. A lot of imagery, a lot of evocative prose, and prose that definitely gets you thinking. It's just very beautiful. I think that's like one of my favorites so far, if not my favorite. Well, we are going to get on with it. The next song, Nauseous, kind of like how I feel right now. Oh god, not another sad one. Oh my god, no. Feels like a final act. I'm going to cry. You're holding my hand. I know you, I've seen you, I've watched you around. Everyone trusts you, they love you out loud. All is got to come down. Your love is a threat, and I'm not scares me to death. How I want it by people of love. So you scare me to death. So I feel safe with bad guys. Because when they hurt me, I won't be surprised. It scares me to death. How I want it. Not common sense, but I'm haunted by people who love. So you scare me to death. Waiting for someone to get through my years. But that's not a thing that I learned from my loved one. You're always right, and I'm not scared me to death. It's not common sense, but I'm honest. Yeah, you scare me. Okay, definitely do not need that. If you know how hard I am trying to hold back these tears because I have a lot of mascara on. I don't even know why that song is eliciting so much emotion from me, but like it's doing something. That melody alongside what he's saying, like it's fine. Like I'm actually fine. I think it's just because I'm on my period. I'm actually fine. It's okay. I don't know if I can talk about that song. That's crazy. He's basically just talking about how good love feels like a threat now because he has just never really experienced it. And it almost seems like it's better to be with bad people, to be around bad guys because you know what to expect. Nothing that they will do will surprise you anymore. Like it's just so much scarier to finally meet a good person who actually wants to love you and wants the best for you, because it's like now you have to be vulnerable as well, and you have to let go of your trauma, and that in itself is very scary. Being vulnerable is scary, being emotional is scary, being in love is scary, being loved is scary. Oh my god, what the fuck, guys? I did not think this album was going to make me crash out this hard. Mind you, this came out in August. I don't think I can talk about it. Yeah, um, incredible songwriting, like incredible songwriting. We are going to go to the next song, Caramel. Promises broken, all coming back as alive. Is all I miss in the back of my mind. In the past, and I know that it's on my mind. It's not you can't you can't amber clouds and coffee grounds when I think of it now. Ignore me so they won't back. You can act real cool cause it's over now. You gaslighted feelings so you had me thinking that I was the reason that I was fucking losing my mind. It was love, it was love we deserved. You can't stop. You can't. Wow. But inside my memory so well. Your caramel. Oh, it's so cute. Why is it so cute? I literally can't. I cannot do. That was very indie, very like garage boy band, very yearning, like the yearning. Yep. Verse 1. Well, in the moment, you weren't all that kind. You with your wide eyed grins, all I can see when I think of that time. Promises spoken, all coming back as lies. But you with your soft, sweet kiss is all I miss in the back of my mind. Pre chorus did me wrong in the past, and I know it was bad, but you burn inside my memory so well. You caramel, you're caramel. The bridge, sweet taste in my mouth. I can't get it out. I want you back now, and we're making out drunk, sleeping on my couch. Now, when I hear you're in town, I just want caramel. I heard you're in town. I want you back now. Come over to my house. There's space on my couch. So it's obviously like this person has left an indelible mark on his heart, on his soul. And even though, they weren't the best person, okay, they were pretty shit. They did him wrong. They definitely hurt him. But at the end of the day, he's like, I just can't stop thinking about you. I can't get over the taste of you. I can't stop feeling what I felt with you and about you. You've left such an impression on me. You're like caramel. I remember you so well. Very beautiful, very cute, very yearny, very angsty, very come back to me, very Romeo, if you will. Um, yeah, yeah. The next song, Connell. Oh, okay. Walking past the hotel, I used to think you after shooting all day. We drive around talking about how we hate this place. Lucas says you're dating again. It's horrible getting all your needs to a friend. So really, man, if you're out here doing well, don't tell me I can't hear you. Don't tell me. You got a messed up head and you need some space. I said, yeah, that's clear. Go get some help. Don't tell me I can't hear. Don't tell me. Cause you die inside every time I play. Another very cute one. That felt very summery. Like I'm surprised this album didn't take off because it feels like a very summery album. Despite all the tears. It feels very airy, very faced in the sun for the first time. Um, yeah, that song especially has just an infectious melody about it, especially with that chorus. Definitely very catchy. I don't know why, y'all were looking for a song of the summer. Like it doesn't see him still talking about this person that he had this fling with. He's like, yeah, I loved you so much. I wanted so much from you that you obviously couldn't give, and now we are apart, and that's fine. And I'm trying to heal. So it would be great actually if you kept everything that you're doing to yourself. Okay, if you're getting help, don't tell me. If you started seeing somebody else, don't tell me. If you miss me, you want me back, don't tell me. Keep all that shit to yourself because I actually don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear shit about you. Never again. So yeah, very cute, very sad, very wanting. Yeah. So the song we just listened to was actually Sunset Tower. My bad. Obviously, I'm not in the best mental state. So we are now actually going to listen to Connell. Saw you in a photograph with some brunette girl, and I held back laughing. I almost hurled when I saw your hand on the small of her back. Wow. Skipping your stones at my window in the dark. Kissing your ghost was my own damn fucking fault. And you remind me of how good it feels to hurt. Yeah, you remind me of how little I deserve. I'm from Texas skies, you're from London streets, and I'm not your type, but you're trying things, so that's everything I need. Kissing your ghost was my own damn fucking fault. You remind me of how little I deserve. Yeah, you remind me of my father's Okay. So Connell, fuck you. Connell was obviously down low. Okay, he was DL and he was basically using Conan, okay, for the summer. And Conan is like, wait, how come you can take pictures publicly with this girl with your hand on the small of her back, laughing, but you literally could not go anywhere with me. You literally had to keep me such a secret, even though you would tell me this and you would tell me that you love me and this and that. How come now you can be so public with somebody? Obviously it's not a me thing, it's a you thing, but unfortunately Conan does not see it that way. The chorus, skipping your stones at my window in the dark, kissing your ghost was my own damn fault, but deep in my bones I know pain is what I earned. You remind me of how good it feels to hurt. Yeah, you remind me of how little I deserve. And then in the second chorus he says after that, you remind me of my father's slurring words. So you remind me of how little I deserve. This person is giving Conan the same feeling that he felt as a child when his father would disappoint him once again. This person is bringing back that feeling of listlessness, that feeling of just believing that you don't deserve anything good, that you are undeserving of love, that you are deserving of pain and hurt, and this person is making Conan blame himself even for the things that went wrong in their relationship. And he's basically just saying, wow, so I guess that's just my life. I guess my life is just me constantly not getting the love that I don't even think I deserve. It's just so sad. It's so sad. This person literally is like triggering Conan almost. Who is this Connell? Like, fuck you, bro. Second to the last song, 11:11. Shooting star on the night we first kissed. Like a sign, if I blink, you'll be missed. It's a thought that is dangerous. Cause I'm forever. There's wishbones and clovers. Let's go. Shapes in the stars to remember our connection. As much as I act like I want to forget, what am I reading horoscopes for? You're still wearing those fucked up white Nikes, so maybe you're superstitious like me. As much as I act like I want to forget it, I still wish for you that there's black cats, broke glass, cracks on the pavement, but I just can't accept that it's too late to save it. There's a wish from the clouds, numbers from heaven. And if you ask me, I deny that we ended. I still wish for you and so bad. Bro, this album is sad as fuck, bro. What the fuck? Verse 1, shooting star on the night we first kissed. Like a sign, if I blink, you'll be missed. In my mind, you and I still exist. It's a thought that is dangerous. Cause I'll wait forever. I won't look for better. I'll find signs for you and I for you and I. There's wishbones and clovers and numbers from heaven, shapes in the stars to invent our connection. As much as I act like I want to forget it, I still wish for you at 11:11. How beautiful. I cannot deal with how beautiful and evocative this writing is. The bridge, wishbones, clovers, salt spilling over. Why don't you come back? That shit over my shoulder. There's black cats, broke glass, cracks on the pavement, but I just can't accept that it's too late for us. So Conan is literally looking for every possible thing to view as a sign that this person will somehow make their way back into his life. He is hoping, praying on every cross, wishing on every shooting star that somehow they find their way back to each other. No matter all the red signs, no matter all the, bad luck signs, black cards, cracks on the pavement, he is still trying to hold on to the belief and the wish that, you know, they are not finally over. Okay, and that's very sad, obviously. Even after all the things that he has said in this album that this person did to him, he still wants them back. He still believes that something can work out. I love that song so much. I love the melody. I love the sound. It also felt very like astronomy coded. If you know, you know astronomy. One of my favorite Conan songs. So this one as well, also one of my favorite Conan songs. The final song on the album. Hey. Hi guys, this is me like 2 days later, editing this video just to find out that I lost the footage to me reacting to the last song, Care, as well as my final thoughts. So here I am to give my final thoughts. Unfortunately, there's no way we can get my first reaction to the song. I will say that I really liked it. I thought it was a very good closing song, very emotional. I did cry while I was reacting, so it sucks that I lost that footage. But yeah, I just thought it was very beautiful. I think the entire album is so freaking beautiful. I love, that we basically had a concept surrounding this whole summer fling. And while it's sad, I love that it kind of ended on something of not necessarily a high note, but we have Conan finally being like, maybe I can try to move on, maybe I can try to feel better and feel something after this. So I really, really like that. I love the lyricism in this album, some of Conan's best work, in my opinion. I also love the production. I think that Nigro is just an incredible producer. And now I'm really excited for what he and Olivia are cooking for OR3. But that's by the way. I just really, really like this album. I don't know why I was putting it off for so long. I think it's because I just wasn't really in the mood for sad music and I knew it was going to be sad and devastating. And it was. Okay, it definitely was. But I think now that it's like winter kind of, I mean, we don't have winter here, we just have like two seasons in Nigeria. But with the winter vibes and winter blues, I think I would really, really appreciate this album. It was just very much beautifully curated. Everything about it is just so cohesive. The sound is cohesive, the theming is cohesive, the visuals have been cohesive as well, which I really, really love and appreciate. But yeah, solid album. I love it a lot. Let me know though what your thoughts are about the album. Which songs are your favorites? Which songs are your least favorites? Just talk to me down below. I love reading and replying comments. It's one of my favorite pastimes. As always, my top five will be in the description box down below. So check that out and let me know what your top five are as well. I am also a singer-songwriter myself. I've been writing songs for a very long time now. I would like to start putting out some music of my own, but I need to build a little bit more of a platform so I don't just throw music out into the void that nobody will listen to. Okay, nobody wants to do that. So if you would like to support me on that front by liking this video, commenting, subscribing, and also following me on Instagram, that would be greatly appreciated. But for now, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.